After you became a Muslim, what was what was the reaction of your community?
Well, the community, the friends I had, you know, because they loved me before, they continued to love me. The only one I had problem with was my family. I even, you know, succeeded with the Jews. They respected me. They honored me. They continued to keep me in their company and interpreting for the deaf and blind. And I think they had a greater respect for me. I think because they knew I wouldn't have I wouldn't have covered and made a decision like this unless I was very serious. It was, I mean, being a Muslim in New York City wearing hijab was very big at that time, you know, in the late 1989. I mean, people weren't a lot of Muslims in New York wearing hijab. If they were Muslims, they weren't covered, you know. So it was, they were just few, but not to the effect of today. You know, this is many years later. My family was the biggest difficulty in my life. They continue to be my biggest challenge, and I'm still working, trying to have them accept me. The great thing is, 2 weeks ago, my mother asked me to mail her a Quran. After 23 years, this was a great thing, because I used to be cursed for becoming Muslim.
After you became a Muslim, did you change your mind about Muslims and Islam?
You know, it's a very interesting question. I had always loved Muslims from traveling in the Middle East and being in the Arab countries and the Muslim countries. I'd always loved the people. That's what made me want to be Muslim, is the people, because they were so, their manners, their akhlaq, their behavior, their etiquette, it was phenomenal. They were the Arab people were some of the most hospitable people in the world. I was amazed at the kind of generosity and kindness and love from meeting people in that part of the world. It was very attractive. So the behavior is very attractive. But what ended up happening is, in New York City, I met so many Muslims, such a spectrum of different Muslims from all walks of life. And it was very surprising to me, because I thought I'm with the perfect people. I thought all the Muslims are perfect. So everyone who I met was Muslim. I was so excited and happy because I thought they were perfect. And then it was very hard for me if I found a Muslim who lied, or I found a Muslim who cheated, or I found a Muslim who stole or did something dishonest. It was a very heartbreaking, because I thought I was with the perfect people. And then I had to realize and learn that the Quran is perfect, but the people are not. And that was a very big lesson for me, to know that this book is perfect, and the people are just struggling and striving and trying to, all of us are struggling. All of us are striving to get closer to Allah. And we're at different levels at different times in our life, because our iman can be high and our iman can be low. And, you know, so although my iman was very high because I had just taken shahada, you know, it's a process. And that was my experience for
in Islam,
being a Muslim
all
community.
the things are beautiful. But which one, all the ideas impressed you mostly?
In Islam?
Yeah.
I think the thing that I love the most about Islam is the unity. I love the fact that there were people who were from all over the world, from Indonesia, from Turkey, from Arab world, from Europe, from America, every single walk of life, Pakistani, you know, Indian, had converted to Islam. So it was a unity for humanity. It was a unity. We had the first time a religion that unites all humanity, unites all nationalities, unites all people, because of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. This was magnificent to me, that all people from all countries, no matter what tongue, no matter nationality, no matter what race they were, can all be united under one God. This was the most attractive, the unity.
What is your opinion about the Islamic world in our days?
Today,
Yeah, what are the problems? What are the solutions?
You know, the problem is the governments. The problem is the government. The different governments, it's all about power, money, and control. The governments want power, they want money, they want control, and because of that desire, they become corrupt. And they oppress their people, they harm their people, they take advantage of their people, they are not living the honorable life that they can lead. I'm specifically speaking of the Muslim world, of the Middle Eastern world and the governments. I feel that they're not, they're selling their people short, they're not giving them their resources that belong to them. And because of the war to me is theft. War is just stealing, it's theft. You're going into a country and you're stealing the resources. That's what war is. So there's a huge imbalance because the people in these countries are not reaping the benefits of the resources that are there for them because their government is abusing and oppressing and politically selling their resources and not taking care of their own people. So I think this causes a huge disharmony in the world. It causes a huge imbalance in the world. And I think that too many innocent people are suffering. And with the Arab Spring right now, they're trying to revolt to say, I want my freedom, I want my rights. And they're trying to speak up, but it truly is unfortunate that the people who are their leaders are not living the honorable Muslim life that they could lead, or that they will be responsible and accountable for the future. Because that one seat, that seat that they're fighting for so much, that's so important to them, to fight and to kill so many people for that one seat of presidency, will be certainly something they'll be questioned for in the future. Unfortunately, my country as well, I'm disappointed because I think that they are very aware, America is very aware of the crisis in the Middle East. I think they contribute because 46% of our foreign aid goes to Israel. They are the #1 receivers of foreign aid. And we support that, we support something that we've created, and it's causing political unrest amongst the people. And I think that we play a big role in in creating peace, and we're not living up to the standard that we're respected for around the world as Americans.
Okay, last question is, how about the spreading of Islam? How it must be did? Which kind of ways do you advise to the Muslims to spread Islam? What you understand what we must do as Islamic people to spread Islam?
Well, I think as Muslims we have a responsibility to be the ambassadors of this religion. I am an ambassador as an American, as an Italian, as a German. I'm an ambassador because I work with deaf people and I'm an interpreter for the deaf. I am the role model for those people. And I think each and every one of us, we need to look at ourselves as everything we do is a reflection of our Muslim identity. So if we are hitting our child in public, people are going to see us wearing hijab and they're going to say, oh, Muslims hit their children. We have to know that every single day that we have an opportunity to plant a seed in someone's heart that's good about Islam. We have that opportunity every day that we have a breath and we have a chance to share this wonderful deen. And it's really about how we interact with human beings, how we behave and how we treat one another. That will be the lasting effect. And you know, it's a religion that can be experienced through the heart. So how we treat others is our greatest example to making them attracted to this beautiful deen.
Sister, this will inshallah broadcast in Holy Ramadan. So if you want to celebrate Holy Ramadan, you celebrate.
So I wish you all in Turkey a wonderful Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all your fasts and all your good deeds, and may He grant you Firdus, inshallah. And I wish you the most joyous and lovely Eid with your family and your relatives and your loved ones. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh from America.
I just wish that all the Turkish people that are watching this video can actually relate with us, because we have no family. As Muslim converts, we don't have anybody that we can actually go to. Our mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, a lot of us are not coming from born Muslim families. And we just wish that through this video we can actually transmit to you, how we feel throughout this Ramadan, being alone. Maybe perhaps some of us are married. Maybe we're not married, maybe we don't have anybody, but I hope and we hope here that all of you guys in Turkey can actually be our family, because we're all brothers and we're all sisters, and inshallah we get to visit Turkey pretty soon and you all can be our family from far away, right?
We would love to come to Turkey again, or the first time for you and for me, and enjoy your, actually it'd be a wonderful opportunity to share with you and enjoy the beautiful country.
But make a difference. This Ramadan, you have to make a difference, because it made a difference from the cab driver that was driving her and she heard the Quran in there, and it made a difference to me how people were acting. So make a difference. Whether you're in Ramadan to people that are Muslim or are not Muslim, just make a difference in their life, make a difference in their heart. Smile, it's sunnah, give good deeds to other people as well by doing the right thing.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.